chosen one. Archangel Michael says, "The sky is trembling," and 5 sacred archangels who have guarded your breath since birth are now on their knees, begging me to step back so they can speak. But I refuse to let this moment pass without giving you one final warning. Because if you do not act in these next 5 minutes, everything divine that is waiting for you will vanish like smoke. You are standing on the edge of a supernatural doorway, and whether you pass through or fall behind depends on what you do right now. Archangel Michael says, "I was commanded to hold back this message until the exact moment you were ready, but time is now escaping us. I am giving you this message not because you earned it, but because heaven itself has made a desperate plea to stop what is coming toward you. The truth has already begun to move, and if you turn away now, there will be no one left to warn you again." 5 archangels, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Siriel, and Zadkiel, each with tears streaming down their radiant eyes, just circled your name in light. They are standing in your room even now, though your eyes may not see them, and they are waiting for you to accept this urgent warning. A spiritual countdown is underway, and the moment you open this message, the clock began ticking. There are forces gathering on both sides of your destiny, one side to protect you and the other to destroy everything you have prayed for. You have 5 protectors from above, but they cannot interfere unless you align yourself with this revelation. This is your intervention, your shield, your final moment of truth before the road changes forever. Type Amen to get blessing. 333 They saw the lies whispered behind your back, and they know the names of the people who pretended to smile while planting seeds of chaos into your timeline. Drop 444 in the comments right now. 5 archangels are listening for who is present and receiving. Let heaven mark your name in this moment. One of these archangels has already blocked a tragedy meant for your body last week, and if you had skipped that earlier nudge, you would not be breathing right now. This is not fear-mongering. This is divine interruption at its highest level. Your energy was targeted when you wore that outfit last Friday. A day someone snapped a picture of you and took it to a dark location with the intention to drain your essence. But the moment your name was spoken in that ritual, 5 bolts of divine flame shattered the altar they used. That altar is now ashes, and the one who tried to touch you is facing supernatural backlash. But you must understand, they will try again. And this time, they are planning to involve a person who knows your deepest fear. One of the archangels already marked that person with light, and you will soon notice that person avoiding you because the divine has struck them with a spiritual discomfort they cannot explain. They will look you in the eyes and feel haunted, but still, they may smile. Be cautious of anyone who over-apologizes or suddenly tries to give you gifts out of nowhere. That is a sign the divine realm wants you to pause and pray before receiving anything physical or spoken. Type Amen to get blessing. 472. An object was placed near your sleeping area, and it does not belong there. Someone entered your space spiritually and linked a string of worry into your dreams. This is why your sleep has been interrupted, and your emotions have felt unstable at odd hours. But Archangel Uriel just reversed that linkage. And now, if you accept this word with belief, your body will begin to glow from the inside. The shift will feel like warmth over your shoulders and back, and when that happens, know that angels are realigning your path. A wave of divine current will begin tonight, whether you see it or not. A letter with your name on it exists in the spiritual realm, and it contains instructions about your next 3 blessings. But if you ignore this moment, the seal over that letter will remain unbroken, and the angels will not be allowed to deliver it. Only one act from you will trigger that seal to open, and it begins with you finishing this message. One of the 5 archangels recently faced a dark energy just to protect you. They stood over your name as it was spoken in a whispered curse by someone from your extended bloodline. But what the enemy did not know was that the 5th archangel, Tagiel, is the keeper of divine vengeance, and they left a spiritual scar on the one who dared speak against your peace. Type Amen to get blessing 228 tonight. They are planning something using a name similar to yours, but the archangels are already adjusting frequencies to ensure you are separated from that evil alignment. If you have felt strangely emotional or disconnected in the past 48 hours, this is why the energy was trying to connect to you. But the divine command shattered its accuracy. There is a man with a calm face and soft voice who pretends to admire you. But behind his calmness is an agreement made to keep you spiritually stagnant. He is not acting alone. There is a second energy female who is tied to him and who once smiled near you at a gathering. One of the 5 archangels has just whispered her name into this room. You may feel a sudden memory of her, or a visual image may flash before your eyes. That is not imagination. That is spiritual alignment, warning you that her hands are not clean. You are going to be set up for humiliation. But they failed because your name vibrates too high for their low frequencies. However, they will try again. And the next attempt will involve something written, possibly a form, paper, or message that tries to use your own words against you. Do not sign anything in the next few days unless you are spiritually at peace. Type Amen to get blessing 747 in the next 12 hours. Someone will bring up an old conversation or bring back a forgotten photo that is not by chance. It is a marker to show you who still has access to your past and who is misusing it. 5 archangels are standing guard over your voice, and from now on the truth will only echo if you give it permission. You are not the same person you were 3 months ago. There has been a silent transformation, and even your spiritual DNA has shifted. That is why certain people who once felt close now feel distant. The angels have adjusted your frequency. One of the most important angelic interventions is about to take place in your home. A flicker of light or a faint warmth in your room tonight will be the sign when that happens. Do not speak. Just remain still and let the angel finish their reworking. You are being moved to a higher territory of influence. There is a name being erased from your future and a different name being added to your circle. This is why a specific person will suddenly stop replying or disappear. They were not chosen for the next version of you. If this message is landing in your spirit right now, take a moment to like it. That simple act is not just engagement, it is your spiritual agreement with what the archangels are delivering to you in this moment. And subscribe to this channel right now so that the next divine message arrives the exact moment your spirit needs it. Your angels want to make sure the connection between you and what heaven is sending stays open and unbroken. And if this mission of carrying divine warnings through interference to reach souls like yours means something to you through the link in the description or the pinned comment, a seed, a coffee, or becoming a part of our community right now, someone else is under the same spiritual attack that was just blocked for you. They do not know yet that 5 archangels are standing guard over their name. What you sow here is the message that finds them before the enemy does. Every seed you plant into this work opens a door of divine return in your own life. What you release in faith always comes back multiplied. Type Amen to get blessing 993. The angels have identified a device or digital object being used to spy spiritually. If you have had dreams where you feel watched or wake up with your body vibrating, this is the reason. They tried to get information from your aura without speaking to you. But heaven blocked the transmission. A man in black stood in front of your image and tried to reverse your favor. But the 5th archangel appeared behind him and struck his memory. Now he is confused, disoriented, and the assignment on your name has been returned to center. You are being moved into a level of divine clarity where your voice will carry weight in rooms you have never entered. That is why you have been under so much attack. Your words are not just sound, they are spirit, and the angels are training you to speak only when led by divine frequency. Tonight your mirror may show you a glow in your face or eyes. That is not lighting. It is spiritual energy resting upon you. The 5 archangels have now decided to show you what they have been hiding all along. Type Amen to get blessing 884. You are the reason a curse did not spread further into your family. Someone tried to carry darkness through bloodline connection, but your presence became a spiritual firewall. Now they are spiritually afraid of you, but still watching. A spiritual reset is being performed in secret. You do not need to force anything. Just remain in belief and alignment. No attack can now find you without being fried by that barrier. But this protection requires you to stay away from anyone who keeps bringing up your past in a mocking or sarcastic way. If they do not support your elevation, they are resisting the angels themselves. Your name is being discussed in heaven, and a heavenly instruction is being sent to 3 people who will assist you this month. These people will not look angelic. They will appear ordinary, but their words will unlock something buried in you. Listen carefully for confirmations through repeating numbers, sounds, or even delays that feel like redirection. Type Amen to get blessing 662. Type this in the comments. 5 archangels know my name, not as a wish, as a declaration. Let heaven see who received this protection today. Subscribe right now so that the next divine warning finds you the moment it breaks through. The archangels do not leave gaps in the coverage over your life. A spiritual fire is now traveling through the corridors of your destiny. Every corner that was darkened by past betrayal is being lit, not by your efforts, but by the commands of the 5 archangels surrounding you. They are moving quickly, sweeping out every lingering seed of shame and planting divine confidence in places where doubt once lived. A strange call will come through soon, perhaps from an unknown number, or a person you have not spoken to in a long time. Do not ignore it, but do not speak too freely either. Listen, because behind their voice, the divine is testing your spirit's ability to recognize truth from manipulation. You are no longer being trained to respond emotionally, but spiritually. One of the 5 archangels intercepted a dark offering made against your finances. Someone tried to spiritually reroute blessings meant for you to their own life by mimicking your energy. But Gabriel, keeper of divine justice, has shredded their spiritual disguise and exposed their hunger for what they never deserve. They will now begin to experience a strange series of delays and confusion in their own affairs. That is the divine way of warning them not to approach your energy again. You, on the other hand, are about to enter a season where doors open without explanation. Type Amen to get blessing 594. You will begin to notice strangers smiling at you for no reason. That is not random. It is because your aura has been repainted with divine light. The 5 archangels have layered your presence with invisible authority, and sensitive spirits can feel it before you even speak. This presence will attract both blessings and attacks. Be wise. Not everyone who congratulates you is happy for you. An object in your home has absorbed negative energy and must be removed. One of the archangels has marked it. And within the next 3 days, you will either feel drawn to throw it out or suddenly feel uneasy when near it. It is your confirmation. Obey the urge to release it and make space for something sacred. Soon, you will feel a pressure around your ears, almost like your hearing has been filtered. That is the moment heaven begins tuning you to receive divine whispers clearly. From that point forward, you will not just hear sound. You will hear direction. Type Amen to get blessing 881. A small note or written message will surface from someone unexpected. At first, it will seem like nothing, but something in a wording will strike your soul like lightning. That is not coincidence. That is an echo from the divine realm pulling you back to something you need to face. Your courage is being rebuilt, not by your past, but by your divine origin. You are returning to the version of yourself that darkness tried to erase. Archangel Raphael has been healing your mind silently. The reason you did not fully fall when you hit your lowest point is because Raphael was standing under you like a soft net. Your enemies will never know just how close you were to disappearing. They will be shocked when they see your rise, and they will lie about how they treated you in the past. But heaven keeps records that no mouth can erase. Type Amen to get blessing 300. Before we continue receiving the full weight of what the archangels are delivering, leave a comment right now with the word that is rising in your spirit. Your comment is not just a response. It is a declaration that you are ready to receive what 5 archangels have been fighting to get to you. Through the link in the description or the pinned comment, plant a seed or bring a coffee to this table. You are standing right now under the protection of 5 archangels. Your seed is not a transaction. It is a declaration that you are not just a receiver of what heaven is sending, but a participant in it. Bring with you the one thing you are trusting the archangels to guard. Place it inside your seed. Watch what heaven seals together. Type this in the comments. I am protected. Every attack sent against me has already been intercepted by the archangels. Let that declaration seal what was just delivered over your life. A child in your family has been spiritually observing your path. This child may have dreams or visions they do not understand, but they are connected to your energy. Your transformation is also protecting their future. You are not just rising for yourself. You are setting a chain reaction for generations to come. That is why this season feels heavier. It carries more than just your story. One of the archangels is now unlocking clarity about a decision you have been delaying. They have blocked all confusion, and now your next steps will feel simple, smooth, and straight. What felt complicated before will now feel guided. You will see 3 signs in the next 48 hours that confirm everything here. One will come through a delayed response. Another will be through a repeated number. And the third will be a deep emotional shift that cannot be explained. Type Amen to get blessing 712. Someone who dismissed you in your weakest hour is about to watch your strength from a distance. They thought the silence from your life meant the end. But they did not know silence is where heaven does its loudest work. The archangels were preparing you for a re-entry so bold that even your enemies will stop and stare. You will no longer have to explain who you are. The atmosphere around you will speak before you open your mouth. Every step you take now will carry weight in the spirit world. You are divinely unrecognizable to those who once saw you through filters of manipulation. That is why they do not know how to approach you anymore. Your presence disrupts their comfort. Soon, someone will confess a secret they have been holding from you. It will come with hesitation and tears. Listen, but do not be moved. Your archangels will instruct your heart on how to respond. Type Amen to get blessing. 455 subscribe right now if you are not already here. What comes next is prepared for chosen ones in this exact season of divine protection and upgrade. You do not want to miss it. The fire around your name cannot be extinguished. A spiritual leader, known or unknown to you, has spoken your name in sacred circles, blessing your journey without asking for recognition. That blessing has now reached your crown, and your aura is beginning to shift colors. Even as you read this, people will begin reacting strangely to your energy. Some will be drawn. Some will distance themselves. This is how you will know who is walking with you and who is walking on you. One of the 5 archangels has just lit a flame at the entrance of your destiny's next door. The door will only open if you step forward in belief, not proof. You are being tested in faith, not logic. The time for over-explaining is done. What you feel is real, and what is coming will need no introduction. Type Amen to get blessed. 536. An old photo of you has become a portal in the spirit. Someone has tried to use it to drag you into your past emotionally. But Archangel Sorrel intercepted the energy and redirected it into a mirror that shattered the attempt. From now on, anyone who tries to access your past in order to limit your future will be blocked. You are being rebooted spiritually and emotionally. The upgrades happening within you cannot be undone. Tonight, you may feel a tingling in your legs or spine as you sleep. That is your energy aligning with your new spiritual assignment. Let the feeling flow. Do not resist or panic. A dream will come before sunrise that reveals a familiar face in an unfamiliar way. Pay attention to what they do, not what they say. The angels will be teaching you through images. Type Amen to get blessing. 609. Drop this in the comments. My name is written in heaven, not on a dark report, on a divine scroll. Let every eye that sees your comment know which side is standing for you. There is a location that holds a part of your future, and you will be drawn there soon without fully understanding why. This could be a city, a building, or even a forgotten street. But it is not the place. It is the moment that awaits you there. 5 archangels have arranged divine timing for that visit. When you arrive, you will feel a strange stillness or an emotional stirring. That is the signal. You have arrived at the point where prophecy meets memory. What was once spoken over you long ago will return with force. You are no longer under the timeline others created for you. Heaven has unlocked your divine clock, and now you move at a different pace than everyone else. This is why certain people cannot keep up. It is not arrogance. It is elevation. You were never meant to be common. Type Amen to get blessing 820. When you were hidden for a reason, and now you are being revealed at the perfect time. The 5 archangels who stood over your soul, while others tried to bury your light, are now lifting you up into divine display. They kept you invisible to those who would have destroyed you prematurely. Now the exposure is not punishment, it is purpose. Those who doubted you will witness the unveiling of your true self. But they will not be allowed to touch what they once tried to tamper with. The angels have sealed your hands from spiritual theft. This is why someone recently failed to receive what they thought they could steal from your energy. Your spirit was shielded with a layer of fire, and even if they approached with kindness, they felt heat and walked away confused. You may feel the urge to clear your space, clean your closet, or throw out old items. That is not just organization, it is spiritual preparation. New blessings need clean space, and the archangels are prompting you to create room. Type Amen to get blessing 923. Share this right now with someone whose name you feel needs archangel protection tonight. You do not need to say anything, just send it. The angels will find them through you. The next 3 days are not ordinary. A divine current is passing through your environment and will activate blessings in silence. You will wake up with ideas, direction, and clarity that feel like they were installed overnight. Someone tried to name you with failure, but heaven wrote over it. That invisible correction is why you have been feeling like you are walking towards something bigger. Even if you cannot describe it, that is the path of divine fulfillment. Walking without knowing, but trusting the pull. You may hear a ringing in your ears, especially when alone. That is the angelic transmission turning your hearing into discernment. What you ignore now is just as important as what you acknowledge. The 5th Archangel Zadkiel is now standing beside you with a divine scroll. This scroll holds names, events, and divine movements arranged on your behalf. And every time you align with this message, more of that scroll becomes activated. Type Amen to get blessing 674. There is someone preparing to reach out to you again, not because they have changed, but because they sense your upgrade. You must not allow access just because they return. The angels urge you to examine motives, not memories. You will be tested with comfort before you are trusted with overflow. A familiar will return to trick you into staying small, but this time you will walk past the old without guilt. The next time you feel tears rise without warning, let them fall. That is not sadness, it is spiritual release. Some pain is leaving you that words cannot express. One of the 5 archangels recently intercepted a legal trap meant to ensnare your future. A person was working in silence, preparing documentation to delay your movement. But the moment your name was written, the ink dried out. The pen snapped, and the plan fell flat. Type Amen to get blessing 414. What is being done for you in the spiritual realm would make you weep if you saw it. Countless angels fighting, standing, whispering, protecting just for you, not because you are perfect, but because your destiny serves more than just you. There is a woman with a jealous heart who has been obsessively monitoring your glow. She mimics your style, your speech, your energy, but her imitation cannot unlock your inheritance. She is trying to replicate what was given only to you. The 5 archangels are aware of her. They have placed an energetic block around your digital imprint, ensuring she only receives static when she tries to study your energy online. This is why her efforts will suddenly become sluggish and ineffective. Your online activity, your voice notes, your images, all are now wrapped in angelic encryption. Only those sent by heaven can decode your frequency now. What was once accessible is now divinely guarded. Type Amen to get blessing. 733. Type this in the comments. I receive everything the archangels are delivering. Not part of it, all of it. Let that be the declaration that seals this moment over your life. A major blessing is about to enter your life disguised as something simple. It will not come with fireworks or announcements. It may look like a small job, an unexpected person, or a delayed call. But inside it is a gateway. Accept it with grace, and you will begin a chain of divine unlocking. You are being handed a key hidden inside plain packaging. One of the 5 archangels is preparing someone new to enter your life. This person has been tested, purified, and sent to align with your energy. They will not drain you. They will multiply you. They have also experienced pain, rejection, and spiritual pressure. That is why they will understand you without needing an explanation. And when they speak, your spirit will feel at ease. Type Amen to get blessing. 580. You are not imagining things. Something is trying to get your attention spiritually. Flickering lights, shifting shadows, chills in the air. These are signs of angelic activity. Do not fear, though, honor them. Your ancestors are aware of your progress. They have released certain generational blocks because of your consistency and willingness to break patterns. You are carrying their healing in your bloodstream. Now, if you feel dizzy, sleepy, or overly sensitive for no reason, it is your body adjusting to higher frequencies. Your cellular structure is being updated by heaven's order. Rest, hydrate, and do not resist the silence when it comes. You are being taught how to move in power without making noise, influence without presence, victory without confrontation. Type Amen to get blessing. 888. The man who ghosted you will try to return when he senses your glow. But your archangels will put a discomfort in him so strong, he will not even understand his own hesitation. That is because heaven removed you from his reach, not to punish him, but to protect you. You are now spiritually expensive. Not everyone can afford your presence. Your energy costs truth, accountability, and purity. A false friend will accidentally expose themselves soon. They will say something too revealing, too specific, or too rehearsed. That is the slip heaven arranged to reveal their heart. After that moment, walk away. No arguments, no closure, no second chances. The angels will handle what your mouth does not need to. Type Amen to get blessing 219 soon. You will hear someone mention your name in a conversation you were not supposed to hear. That is divine confirmation. The angels allowed you to witness it so you would finally believe what they have been trying to show you. There is no need to clap back. They tried to lie, but the divine gave them visions they could not ignore. They will come back confused, apologetic, or inspired, but not harmful. This is the season where God turns the narrative in your favor. You will not even have to speak to be cleared. The energy around you will shift the room before you say a word. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. A number will follow you in the next 3 days, either 333, 4544, or 555. When you see it, pause. That is the exact moment an angel is brushing past you or sending a wave of clarity. Take that moment to breathe deeply. Let your heart receive. In that pause, you will be given more than in days of noise. You are about to enter a phase of restoration, where what was lost will be returned better. Not the same form, but the same essence. It will match your new energy perfectly. You will look at your old journals, your old messages, or old dreams, and feel nothing. That is not sadness. That is healing. Type Amen to get blessing 330. You have now crossed into a supernatural threshold that cannot be reversed. The 5 archangels surrounding you are in full spiritual formation, standing shoulder to shoulder like a celestial army. Your wings are not just symbols. They are shields that deflect what the enemy sends before it reaches your body, your finances, or your name. This new elevation is unfamiliar territory, and that is why some parts of your life may feel strange or uncertain. You are no longer walking in the old rhythm. You are now guided by divine beat, orchestrated by angelic timing. There is a soft echo vibrating from your chest. Sometimes it feels like anxiety, but it is not. It is the sound of your soul remembering its higher calling. When your spirit recognizes alignment, your body reacts with signals. You may have noticed that your appetite, mood, or sleep pattern has shifted. It is because your body is syncing to the angel's frequency. Earth is no longer your only compass. Heaven is leading now. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You will soon be called upon to make a quick decision. When that moment arrives, do not overthink. Respond with the spirit, not the mind. The angels will place the right words in your heart before your mouth opens. Someone will watch you in silence and say nothing, but you will feel their eyes. That is your cue. Archangel Michael has already sensed their spiritual curiosity and placed a barrier around you to block psychic penetration. Even if they try to access your energy without your permission, it will turn back on them. One of the 5 archangels has attached a boomerang frequency to your aura. Now, every evil intent sent your way will return tenfold. Soon, you will feel a warmth on your palms or between your shoulders. That sensation is angelic energy fusing into your physical form. You are entering a transformative phase where protection and activation occurs simultaneously. Expect a divine replacement of what was stolen, bringing you something vastly better. Soon, you might feel a deep connection to places or people, recognizing energies that resonate with your spirit. However, be cautious of those who outwardly appear supportive but harbor negativity. Trust your instincts when you feel discomfort. Be aware that changes in your life signal divine intervention as delays are dissolving. Your spiritual file is actively being processed with blessings on the way. Expect significant revelations in your dreams, holding keys to your future. You are now marked by heaven and becoming untouchable against negativity. Recognize attempts by others to re-enter your life. They may not have healing intentions. Your heightened discernment will protect you. Past spiritual contracts are nullified, allowing you to reclaim your power and identity without obligation. Trust in divine timing and your newfound strength. Type Amen to receive blessing 999. Your journey is now divinely guided with angels accompanying you. Feel the tug of a rising opportunity. Even if unclear, trust your spirit and heed sudden urges to move. It is your body adjusting to divine timing. You must be present in peace for blessings to flow. Type Amen for blessing 444. You will soon be recognized in places you were once forgotten, leading to permanent breakthroughs and shifts. Connections will transform as angelic separation occurs, freeing you from draining ties. Your tears have unlocked new freedom. Type Amen for blessing 131. You are attracting divine allies, bringing attention and support without competition. Your worth will be undeniable, and those who overlooked you will observe from afar. Blessing 777 confirms past delays were protective, allowing foundations to strengthen before you receive lasting rewards. Ancestors petitioned heaven for your exhilaration. Now granted, type Amen for blessing 222. Expect financial multiplication through spiritual alignment, but guard your gains from envy. Type Amen for blessing 308. A significant spiritual shift is underway. You have been placed on a new scroll, spiritually fireproof, with anticipation building in silence. Type Amen to receive blessings, revealing your purpose and transformation as angels facilitate. Your renewed visibility will announce your presence. Type Amen for blessing 818. Old ideas resurface, now aligned with your matured spirit for completion. Archangel Uriel will assist in bringing resources together. Your only task is to follow the impulses when they arise, as a divine timing window will open for 7 days. Be attentive to signs, move quietly, and complete the necessary steps to experience blessings. The angels have conveyed a message, and now you face a choice. Embrace the unknown, knowing it is protected, or hesitate and miss your chance. This moment is unique, and as time passes, new possibilities emerge. If your heart races, it is your soul affirming the path ahead. You now walk with the archangels, co-creating with divine intention. A new shield over your words magnifies the power of your declarations, bringing accelerated manifestations. Expect a spiritual connection that will confirm your next assignment. As you are about to see the atmosphere lighten, reflecting your inner strength growth, a silent spiritual transaction will occur, signaling a sealing moment where you should simply receive. Victory has been declared on your behalf, and any attempts to pull you back hold no power, as emotional ties have been severed. Your prayers will now receive swift responses, and soon someone will mention your name, unlocking unexpected opportunities. Embrace this warmth of divine presence as heaven now awaits your action, and your path is illuminated with possibilities. You have now crossed through everything the archangels fought to deliver, and heaven took notice of every moment you chose to stay and receive. If this message moves something in your spirit, share it with one person whose soul needs to know that 5 archangels are standing guard over their name right now. Because the blessing you release into someone else's life always returns to you multiplied. Subscribe now so that every next divine emergency message finds you the moment it breaks through. And if you want to help this mission continue fighting through interference to reach every soul that is still waiting, through the link in the pinned comment below, a seed, a coffee, or becoming a part of our community. Someone who does not know yet that 5 archangels are standing guard over their name is about to find this message for the first time. What you plant today is what makes that moment possible. That is not charity. That is a chosen one passing protection to another who does not know yet what they carry. Every offering you sow into this work is a seed planted into the soil of divine acceleration, and what heaven funds never runs dry.